Thanks, resub. Simu.
Last week, iShowSpeed.
So to bring everyone up, well, he's going to bring everyone up to speed, but I'll give a quick recap as well. So this is the Paradox Metaverse story continued. The face of this has recently been outed as a tough guy who threatens people. So a small TikTok creator came forward with the Snapchat where he was sending him voice messages threatening to beat his ass and then putting a $10,000 bounty on anyone that could find and beat him up. So pretty disgraceful, despicable stuff.
Promoted Paradox Crypto, which was widely criticized to be a scam, and he apologized, and I confronted the founders behind this crypto coin. Only now, one of the founders has gone full internet tough guy and is making threats towards the people who criticized him.
See you little shit. I'm gonna come see you personally myself. Yeah? For spreading all that fake lies on my name. You little watch when I catch you, I'm gonna smash your teeth in.
This double down by itself would seem so insane, but it actually gets worse. So this is a full expose on Amio Talio, the founder, who in my opinion is a danger to himself and others in addition to being a scammer. So we'll discuss all of this, but first, let me bring you up to speed on what's happened so far. As many of you know, I confronted Paradox Crypto on a live stream.
No, the guy is unbelievably stupid. He also has his own get-rich-quick university, which was one of his first scams that I think he still runs to this day. So his entire legacy is just being a fucking piece of shit scumbag. It just gets worse and worse and worse the more that comes out about this guy.
A week ago, and things went pretty badly for the two of them. There were two brothers. They kept deflecting basic questions about, is this a get-rich-quick scheme or not? And they also kept saying that, like, it's not that you think we're a scam, you just must not like us.
You don't think we're a scam. You just think that we're not gonna.
No, I think you're a scam. You must not like the way we dress or the color of our skin.
All it is because we're not your average suit and tie kind of guys. Maybe you don't like the color of our skin.
Which is a pretty shocking allegation when only an hour earlier I was a man of dignity and a man of the people.
You are a man of dignity and a man of the people because you are obviously exposing fakes.
I don't know why I just keep going from awesome guy to horrible person whenever I confront one of these people, but at this point, it's just the coffeezilla. But honestly, I thought the story was going to end here for me. Because even though they've made a response video about this a couple days ago, where Amio Talio, the founder,
made a fucking fool of himself,
carefully and considerately about his crypto coin, I watched it and realized it wasn't worth my time to cover because A, MoistCr1tikal already covered this, and I felt like he had done a great job already. But also B, it was basically all the same counter arguments that I had already debunked on a 2-hour live stream. But yesterday, something changed. Amio Talio decided to double down by going from a crypto scammer into an unprofessional goon who threatens people who criticize him.
Yeah, so coffeezilla hit me up this morning about that. So he was asking if he's threatened me or anything like that. As far as I know, he hasn't. coffeezilla, as far as I know, also hasn't. Coffee said he wasn't threatened either. So it looks like this guy is actually just threatening like small content creators who talk negatively about his coin. Like that guy that he's threatening he has like a TikTok channel. His YouTube channel has like 12K subs. So he was sending these really intimidating and scary voice messages to him through Snapchat, apparently just out of the fucking blue, because he had heard that that guy was saying mean things about Paradox Metaverse. So just an actual fucking asshole. What a douchebag.
What's worse is that he didn't just threaten people with big platforms like me or MoistCr1tikal. No. He was nice to us. He told me after I toasted him and his...
As far as I know, he was not nice to me. He hasn't said anything to or about me. He was nice to coffeezilla on the interview, trying to play professionally before all of that came crumbling down and made an absolute fucking fool of himself. But as far as I know, he hasn't said anything to me or about me.
His brother for 2 hours on a live stream, good luck on your future ventures. No. Instead of going after us, Amio Talio decided to target a small TikTok creator that dared to criticize him the exact same way I did, but instead of saying good luck on your future ventures, he said this.
Watch when I catch you, I'm gonna smash your teeth in. Every single time you look at your face in the mirror, you're gonna see your broke up nose bust up in 20 different places. That's what I'm gonna do, that big nose of yours. Right? You thought it was funny, innit? You thought it's funny. You can just troll mans on the internet. Bro, I'm not an internet guy. I'm gonna put your name out. I'm gonna put 10 bags down. So anyone that shows me this guy's address, I'll give him 10 bags. And then I'm gonna see what you're gonna say when I come there. Because I think you think I'm just some internet bro, I'm not an internet. Yeah? So I'll see you very soon, you little.
Now, this is so annoying.
For someone in the crypto space, it is shocking how little he understands about the internet. It's fucking Snapchat. You can save these things. And I'm sure Coffee will play more of the video. You can see him start to panic once that realization sets in. So as the guy is recording the video, like showing these voice messages, the guy sends him another message saying, wait, think very carefully about what you're about to do. Like trying very hard to be like, you don't want to do this. It's fucking pathetic.
To me, it's the old.
And also, for a guy who's so rich to only put 10K on that was a little surprising. I thought he would have gone wild with it in like 100K if someone beats this man's ass.
Ultimate internet tough guy act. You choose the smallest voice criticizing you and you say, okay, I'm gonna bash your teeth in if you don't shut up. Like, why not say that on a live stream to me? And it's also the dumbest thing too, because you're literally threatening somebody online recorded. You're saying you're putting a bounty on them. Like, you might get arrested doing that. And honestly, this thing was so unhinged that even after seeing a screenshot from Ami Otalio's Snapchat, I didn't even believe like this was real. I thought it might have been a deep fake or something. He says 5K to the person who grabs this guy who criticized him and brings him to me. I want to see this troll's face in real life. And then he asks for his mom's address. I honestly thought
fucking
I was trapped in some
unhinged
kind of paradox metaverse nightmare that I'd have to like pay Paracoin to get out of. There just is no way in my mind someone could be that stupid to voice physical threats over a recordable voice memo and then have screenshots of them putting a bounty on somebody. And it wasn't until I reached out to the person who was actually threatening all of this, Naeem, that I actually believed any of this was real for sure.
So the CEO, basically yesterday, the CEO of Paradox messaged me. He straight away went with threats. He was like, said, I'm going to put a 10K bounty on you. Like, I'm going to make people come after you, look for you. Took a screenshot of my Snapchat profile and put it on his story, telling people to come look for me.
Now, obviously, these are pretty shocking allegations. So I wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
it's an
there's
actual
no doubt
psychopath
given
behavior.
how serious it is. So I reached out to Paradox Metaverse to try to hear their side of the story. They decided not to respond, but they did respond on Discord about it, confirming some of this. We have the brother of Ami Otalio responding under the handle Professor. You can see on Discord he's labeled the co-founder, and someone gives Naeem's TikTok account. He says, "Hey, Ami."
I always feel like there's nothing more pathetic in someone's bio quite like flexing wealth. Multi-millionaire. I think that shit's just always so pathetic and immediately breathes insecurity, and everything you should be like, everything you say should be taken as like a clown saying it.
TikTok account. He says, "Hey, Amio's making it worse." His brother says, "Just a futter getting told off. Nothing to worry about." Quote, "Each of them," I guess the critics, "have contacted us to pay them to remove the posts. Isn't that called blackmailing?" Now, here he seems to confirm the threats, saying they were just telling them off. But he also implies that they were blackmailed, which is a new allegation. So I reached out to them for comment about that. No response. So I asked Naeem about it, and he, of course, says, well, that never happened.
I don't do that stuff. Like, that's just weird. Why would I try and blackmail someone? And
So we have no evidence of this blackmail story, but we do have evidence of violent threats. So Amio's brother finally admits on Discord that the founder and face of the company sending threats via voicemail is hardly a good look. He responds, "I do agree. Emotions can run high when you're being attacked, and everyone is believing it over the truth and is
just
shadowing it."
Just a little silliness is all, no big deal. Just making threats of violence against someone's life and trying to put a bounty on this guy's information to beat him up. Hey, it's just one of those things in the crypto space when emotions run high, things get a little out of hand. It was just a bit of goofiness is all. No biggie.
I guess the strategy here being the best way to stop people from thinking you're a scam is distract them with threats of criminal violence. Now, I'm not sure this is such a great move for them, and it calls into question Talio's whole persona about, like, he's just ignoring the haters.
I've got plenty of haters. I just ignore them. Just ignore them. Why do you not carry on hating? I keep stacking bread.
Well, so much for that. Apparently, he only follows this advice when someone bigger than him is talking to him online. If you're a small creator, he will threaten your life. Now, it may not surprise you to learn that this whole story didn't stop there, because I started to do a deep dive on this guy. And it turns out he actually has a history of this, even though he had a low profile online. He's apparently lived a lot of his life being a tough guy and threatening people for seemingly no reason.
Oh,
Like, for
okay, this is
example,
new.
He got in a fight with this guy at the gym who didn't enjoy being filmed.
What the fuck? What are you swearing? What? Who you swearing at? Taking a picture of me. I'm taking a selfie, you bitch. Don't swear at me. Swear at me. You're nobody. What are you talking about? Don't name me, bro. What?
Yeah, he seems like the type for this.
I'm getting nippy now. Don't worry. 1 second.
And it's not just that either. He got in a fight with his luxury car dealer, who goes by the name Cash, as well. He makes some pretty disgusting statements about the guy's family, which I will be bleeping out, but I think you can read between the lines here.
Your mum, your hanky-panky dad, your fucking stupid kids, yeah, your fucking brother that needs to come out of the fucking closet. I told you, the lot of them.
Yeah, so he seems horrible. I mean, not exactly the stable guy you want running your investments, right? This is the kind of guy who will literally just post himself online threatening crimes. That's what's most shocking about it. Like, he will film himself trying to commit crimes and then post it on YouTube. For example, he literally did this with a attempted theft.
Oh. Yeah, this was some classic cringe.
Help me. Come help me. Huh? We're just making sure that no one can steal this. We're just making sure.
He wanted to be he wants so badly to be an influencer, so he used to try to do these like pranks and shit to be like that classic douchebag of, you know, edgy prank stuff. It didn't work out for him, so he tried the crypto scam, which has worked out to moderate success. I haven't checked the coin today. Let's take a peek. Yeah, so it's continuing to tank, which is great news. Like, again, even if you are, for some reason, a Paradox Metaverse believer, I think you need professional psychiatric help ASAP. But also, after seeing these things, I can't imagine any of them, no matter how brainwashed, could find even a single justification for the overwhelming amount of cringe and downright legitimate criminal activity he tries to engage in, or whatever the fuck he's trying to do with all of his tough guy tough talk. So I just feel like he's completely ruined his entire everything that he wanted to do.
We'll put it back.
Now, I don't know what his defense is here. Maybe he would say this was all a prank or a joke, or at least he should have been able to say that if he hadn't basically confessed right after that in the same video.
We got caught. We are the worst. We are the worst criminals ever. We got caught.
Wow. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the first thing Talio has said that I agree with. He's the worst criminal ever. Hence the title, actually. It's not even me saying that. He says it himself, and then says the crime he just failed to do.
We tried stealing one of those carpet robot machines, and the guy who was meant to be delivering to he's walked out and he's like, what are you doing with my stuff? I said, nah, it's cool with it. We're just making sure no one can steal it.
Literally, that's his...
That was the most exciting moment of his life, trying to steal the package delivering robot. Wow. That just goes to show you, man, sometimes an incredible amount of wealth does nothing for you. Literally nothing. You're still just a miserable sack of shit, even if you have unlimited money like this guy who just fell into wealth.
Literally, that's his MO. He broadcasts himself, like, making threats, attempting theft, and then only does that when he thinks he can get away with it. I mean, it's just the worst. I could keep showing examples, but I think this is the last one I'm going to show. This one, though, shows especially what kind of a delusional narcissist this guy is.
The biggest motherfucker going. The biggest motherfucker going. If I let some motherfucker like you try and play this gunda shit with me, your motherfucker is going to be the biggest down, your biggest downfall. Watch what happens to you. And what, you think I'm going to come down? I'm a big man, bro. Make one phone call, bro. Yeah, but you think I'm going to come down to you? But you don't worry. You'll see what time it is, innit? Don't worry. Don't worry. You carry on. You just carry on. Yeah? Your kids, everyone. Don't need to swear at no one's kids, bruv. You watch.
This guy is so unbelievably full of himself. I truly don't understand how people see this stuff and think like it's alpha or cool. It's pathetic.
No one
basically
does.
what I wanted to
Literally
talk
no
about.
one
I just
thinks
wanted to
that.
follow up on the last video with this update and just talk about the
Even no matter
character of the guy behind Paradox Crypto.
literally no one thinks that. Even the most delusional followers, when they see you snap, that's when they lose faith in you. Every time, like clockwork. If they see that you get offended, that you get sensitive and outraged, they eat you alive. Like your own cult. So literally no one thinks that shit's cool. It never pans out. They support harder? Nah. No, it never happens. I have seen this with a lot of the alpha male community, because oftentimes they're very sensitive, obviously, and they'll have these outburst moments, and then their community turns on them. They get eaten alive because no one wants to follow someone that's supposed to be like this alpha tough guy who's crying and whining and like making these fucking threats and getting all offended and shit. Because that just shows that, well, you're very fucking sensitive. There's nothing about you anymore that I believe. That is a huge L for Amio. I am still excited for part 2 whenever he decides to post it. Any day now.
Can't get the vehicle back.
I'm sure that part 2 is going to be a fucking banger. Thanks to the resub. Loot in the Prime Mexican and the resub Niji and guy in chat. Of course, he has cars as his banner. Well, his first scam was his get rich quick university. Like, this guy is he's just born to scam. He's born to be a slimy douchebag. Why even do it when you're born rich? I don't know. I'll never understand people like him or Money Kicks who just had a good spawn. Everything, I'm not 100% sure since a lot of Amio isn't super known, but I'm pretty sure Amio was born into a wealthy family, much like Money Kicks. And I just don't get it. Why not just be content as being like the son of someone wealthy and just do shit with that instead of try and make like your own scam to prove yourself? It makes no sense. Clout chasing? Yeah, but you can you can just chase clout without scamming. Like, that's what Money Kicks did for a while until he must have got talked into it by Amio. Like, this is the kid who, I think he owns like 50% of Paradox Metaverse, some crazy number. He was the one in Speed Stream. So he's deeply involved with the scam. He had a video before he took it down with Amio going over the scam. But like, he's just the son of a billionaire. And his whole thing was showing off the life of being the son of a billionaire. And it worked so well for him. Look at these views. Like, he found his clout. He didn't need to start scamming, but he did. It's just that insatiable appetite for more. Shit's evil. Yeah, it would have just been so much easier to just keep doing these videos. Here's another luxury car. Like, this kid could spend the next 10 years buying luxury cars and never make a dent in his dad's wealth or his allowance. And he would have been much better off trying to pretend that they're successful themselves. Yeah, but you can measure success by, like, his YouTube following. He didn't need a scam under his belt or a company under his belt that's a scam. Nah, that shit's just sad. So sad I farted 4 times for it. That's just one of those tragic salutes there from my ass. Thanks for the resub, Dumpling. Go check your pants. Why? Those were like really polite toots. Those weren't even like mean ones. Yep, that's the update there.
Last week.
Wonderful ending to that update. Yeah, I sent it off the right way. I actually do think I'm going to go to bed, though. It's almost 3 a.m. And not because I might have shit my pants. I'm just actually going to bed because it's 3 a.m. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone who donated, thank you. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot, so thanks for subbing and enjoy the emotes. I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks for the resub, Taylor. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks again.